get it set up. Okay. All right, Supreme Beautiful Rising. Happy new and beautiful day. This is the day that we have made as a collective consciousness, so we must be glad and rejoice in it. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, get myself sorted out. Supreme Rising, Mary. How are you? Wow, it is early. Early, and you are with me. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. All right, you guys. I am here to show and to inform of the strides that we are making as a collective consciousness. Our efforts to unify has grown. That's nice. Very good, very good. I'm just here to. I want this live is going to be an encouragement to all of the light workers that are out there, to let us know that we're going to have, a lot of opposition that comes around to kind of somewhat dim our light, because in essence, the false light workers are pretty much primarily coded to capitalize. So as you can see in the title has that, light workers, false light workers coded to capitalize, right? I wanted to say that there is a reel that is basically out there saying that, light workers that are trying to change the world is primarily moving out of their ego, because in essence, this is illusionary. This is an illusionary reality, and you can't violate one's free will. So therefore, the purpose of us moving in this essence as a light worker is more so us moving out of our ego, more so than beneficial to mankind because of free will. That everyone has to make their own choice in terms of how they want to express their energy. So therefore, for us light workers, if we're doing this type of work, offering ourselves unto mankind, it is ego based, because the essence of what is going to transpire in terms of cycles is that eventually we will be returning back unto the dark ages. And so therefore, this particular cycle that we are vibrating out of right now is going to commence to be expressed again. Okay. Now that is what I gathered, from that particular reel, that, if light workers are out here expressing themselves to assist mankind in the evolution of themselves, it is ego based, right? So I'm here to just be a force of light, to say, do not give up, light workers, because that is the false light that is representing itself, to code itself to kind of offset you from doing what you are coded to do. Okay. In terms of us going back into the dark ages, to which we are now vibrating and migrating out of, that essence of expression of energy will no longer commence, because we are moving out of the essence of that expression and vibration. So we are not going to return back to the dark age, even though that has shown itself on murals and different things of that nature. That is a false light representation for us to assume that we are going to go back into the dark ages. Now, if they can get us to identify or be in agreement with that essence, then that stagnates the essence of evolution as to what is actually transpiring right now. What we are here to do as light workers is not to tell anybody what to do. We are here to remind you of who you are because we were in such stasis of sleep, that we were deeply embedded into the essence of the energy, the dense energy. We are here to remind you of who we are. And yes, the dynamics of this expression, free will, cannot be violated. However, it is not. We're not moving from our ego to remind you, to wake you up. Now, that's no different than you setting an alarm for yourself, so that you can awaken at a specific time. That is not ego based. And we are coded to do what we do. And once again, it is not you moving out of your ego. So if anyone is telling you that you're moving out of your ego as a light worker, understand that that's the false representation of light. And so therefore, their method to the madness is to keep those in the dark, to delay their awakening due to capitalization. Hold on, you guys. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back.
Yes, hi, thank you. May I please have a large strawberry refresher made with sweet tea, and that'll be it.
Large strawberry dragon fruit refreshing made with sweet tea?
Yes, that'll be all.
All right, you can go for it from your
Thank you. That's I just hold on, you guys. Let me try to get this stuff here really quickly. Let's see here. Ooh. This thing is wild. How you doing?
You guys bring this up twice?
Yeah.
427, so what about the next one? Where's my stuff?
There you go, ma'am. Here you go, ma'am. Let's see. All right. Oh, here you go, right here. I knew I had that.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Here you go, mommy, don't worry about it. Have a good day.
You too, thank you. Oh, I got it for free. It didn't work. All right, so we are, as light workers, if you are a light worker and you are out there giving information and different things of that nature to be an alarm clock for those who have coded themselves to and set up themselves to be awakened, you're going to have opposition to come out there and try to allude that it's ego based. But the one thing that I want you guys to remember is that if you are truly a light worker, and there is they paused the live. They paused the live, you guys. And there is a deeply intense urge for you to be in this space. Trust me. This ain't something that one would sign up, to do due to, all what comes along with being in this space. So you're not moving from your ego. And a lot of times, when you have someone to come out there and say, this is that and that is this, because, you can't violate free will and allow people to be in their space because of where they're choosing to be. I'm here to give you an offset to that, to say that they have designed within themselves to be awakened. And so therefore, that is the purpose as to why we are here. We are coded to awaken, and they are coded to have themselves awakened. because we are interconnected, and it's not moving through your ego. And if there is anyone that's telling you that you're moving as a light worker through your ego, they are the representation of the false light, because there is an essence of them that can capitalize off of your sleep state, right? As whether whatever that level of capitalization is, whether it's monetarily, whether it's ego based, or whatever the case may be. Um, what we do is divinely ordered, and as I've said, we are in this space and it's not an easy space to be in. It's a little bit easier now because we are getting the supported frequencies that are coming onto this plane, that is allowing us to vibrate high, out of the reach and the clutches of the lower vibrational entities. So it's very important, also, to maintain your vibration, to keep you protected as well. So there is an essence out there that tries to determine how we express our light, right? And as I've said, for those of you guys that are actually really out there, as a light worker, illuminating and being that beacon of light, to signal those who are asleep, to awaken them. Continue on your journey. I'm here to say that we are not moving in our ego. And so, therefore, you're going to have a lot of alternative false light to tell you as of such. And I don't really mean to call it false light, but that is the essence of where they're moving from. To just say that independently, people need to be on their own and wake up on their own accord. I'm here to say that even those that are there, moving in the moving in the essence of, moving in the darkness, or moving in a sleep state, they coded themselves for this now moment, to be stimulated. There is a purpose for light workers to be in this space, and please do not be deterred by anyone to tell you that you're moving out of your ego. That's a representation of false light, to keep you from moving in the essence of what you are coded to do and to express. Okay. As I've said, the world is a better place, and it's being in the essence of identifying, the false light that is there to deter you from moving in a higher vibrational state of being. Because remember, the longer that people linger in sleep mode, the more that they are vulnerable to be capitalized off of in this lower vibrational expression in this system. Okay, whatever that essence of capitalization is, it could be the capitalization from a monetary perspective. It could be the capitalization in vibing in a low vibrational energy that makes you more vulnerable to the systems, of the experiences of this system. But nevertheless, whatever it is, we are here to express that light that is going to stimulate and awaken. And there is nothing egotistical about that. And even though there are those that are still moving in their essence of their own free will, in the unity, in the expression of unity consciousness, we know that we are still connected. And there is a divine essence in us that know that we are here for a reason, because there is a desire in the root chakra for those who want to awaken in this now moment, for us to be in our space, in place, emitting that frequency that is going to stimulate and awaken. As far as us going back into the dark ages, as to where a lot of the doctrine and everything that is being pushed out there, saying that it's a cycle, and we're going to eventually go back into the dark ages. That has yet to be, in the essence of where I'm moving from. That is not going to happen. I can say that that's not going to happen. The Where we're vibrating out of the essence of how the dark ages was expressed, the essence of the all is no longer going to express energy from that vibrational vortex. So that essence of expression, in the manner to which we were expressing energy, In this dark age is no longer viable for expression. Once we migrate fully out of the essence of that expression, it would no longer be there to be in circulation for us to return unto that vibrational vortex to express energy, or that energetic vortex to express energy. So, as I've said, there's a lot of doctrine that has been placed out there that dates back before Christ for this now moment. And a lot of times, what's happening is that instead of, us moving in the essence of an anew, we are still holding on to doctrines that was created for this now moment to keep you stagnated or moving in the essence of we're going to go through this again, and not understanding, overstanding that we are creation and we have the ability to create and anew, often more times than not. As a creator, you are creating your relative reality by how you are integrating yourself energetically into your belief system, or integrating yourself into moving in the essence of within yourself with your knowing, right? Belief systems allows us to somewhat be flexible in terms of, the many different experiences. But when that's a whole nother caliber of how you express your energy. Okay. So I just wanted to put that out there, that the world is a better place. Light workers and it continue to, I don't care if they can't tell you, I don't care if they're saying, oh, the egotistical ones, they're moving into their ego and this and that or whatever. That's a false light representation, because being a light worker, moving in the essence of my purity, I know that it is so not ego driven. It's definitely not ego driven. And I had to speak on that, because I don't want light workers to get discouraged by hearing that, thinking that they're moving from the essence of their ego. There is nothing, when you are moving from the purity of you, especially when you're not getting paid for doing anything. This is a pure love that you have for not only yourself, but also unto mankind. You divinely love the essence and the evolution of mankind. Abundance, mystical monk, gratitude for your presence. Naive to you, gratitude for your presence. Thank you for being here. Um, you're not moving from an ego. That's not true. That is just so not the truth. Not for many of us, right? Um, the purity of you and the love that we have for mankind supersedes the essence of moving out of our ego. We are here to be a part of the evolutionary aspect of the human being, right? The human experience. Okay. The human experience has the right to evolve, right? The essence of us that came back to incarnate to assist the evolution of the human experience. We have set clocks for ourselves, and light workers are coded with that information to stimulate and awaken those who have set a clock to be awakened. So never ever let no one tell you that you are moving out of your ego, because we have a love for humanity that supersedes an egotistical essence of expression. Most times when you see that, they want one to linger in those vibrations, is due to the false light wanting to still capitalize off of the expression of one's energy in a low vibration. Because believe it or not, a lot of the false light workers that holds on to doctrines, they know that holding on, but because it has allowed them to move in the essence of materialization and many different, material benefits has come along with it. It behooves them to tell you to stay stagnant in the essence of your evolution, more so than to ascend out of it, because once you ascend out that stagnation, you're less likely to express, from that essence that, the same very people that are saying that light workers are moving from their ego is capitalizing from. Think about it now. People are capitalizing off of spirituality, right? People are capitalizing off of what they call it, the new age. This is not spirituality. This is not new age. All of those things that we are hearing now are stagnant labels to keep you bound to certain ideologies. Okay, it's not any of those things. It's not new age, it's not spirituality. It is the expression of energy, and it is consciousness reminding itself of itself, right? It's not bound to any specific ideology. That is when you know that you are moving from the true soul free essence of who you are, in truth, right? In the purest of truth, because you're not bound by religion, you're not bound by spirituality, you're not bound by new age, all of these labels and titles that keep you, that holds you, tether you or hold you hostage to ideologies. You're not in the essence of any ideology other than what you are coded in terms of your own light code to express in this now moment. And I don't, I don't want it to be where, I'm knocking that essence, because I understand that, people, they take, it's levels to the shit. So if you want to call it, spiritual, new age and everything, but I'm here to say, don't get stuck in the essence of how that energy is being expressed. Hold on, you guys. Don't get stuck in terms of the essence of how that energy is being expressed. Use those, oh Lord. For the benefit of all mankind. Okay. Don't get stuck by how that energy is being expressed. Okay. Those are bridges. Okay. Those are just bridges to get you to the truth of you. And the truth of you is that you are not bound by any label. You are consciousness expressing. So, in terms of returning back to the dark ages, there is a knowing that that is not going to take place. And if you are a true light worker, that is a knowing that we are vibrating out of the essence of returning back unto the. My thing of it is that they're saying that it's cycles and different things of that nature. It's if they tell you that it's cycles and you decide to believe that there is cycles in the essence of how we express this energy, you got to understand that that is purposeful to keep you in a loop. Okay. When you begin to really truly move from the authenticity, you recognize the low vibrational states of expression of energy. So if they tell you that this is a cycle and that you're going to return back into the dark ages, that is not true unless you want it to be true. And then you realize that these are plants to keep you in circulation of that thought process that, oh, okay, I want to revisit again. The essence of all of this energy that is coming onto this plane is to emerge us out of the essence of expressing dark energy. And I know that the doctrines are saying that we will return back unto it. But that is a plant for the system that we are in, for us to move into that thought process, to think that we're going to return so that it can be coded into our genetics or our essence of light, right? For possibility, right? You got to become aware, right? And like I said, this is for genuine light workers that are doing this for the love of mankind. We know that we are here, right, for the evolution of mankind. The human experience has a right to evolve. And that evolution of the human experience was stagnated due to what has transpired or what we have experienced here in this relative reality. And we are here, to uplift. There are babies that are being born, right, that are coming in coded, already coded to express certain frequencies and vibrations that is being emitted on this plane, right? So do not let anyone tell you that you are moving. True light workers that are here, do not let anyone tell you that you're moving out of ego. Because I see some egotistical essence of expression that are moving in this genre of expression for capitalization, right? For monetary gain. And it behooves you to be slow, right? Because then that allows them more accessibility for capitalization, whatever that capitalization is, whether it's energy, whether it's monetary, materialistic, and it's going to house an essence of truth, right? You're going to think that it's true. No, it's not. It's not. I'm here to say that it's not, right? Um, it's not. Okay. We are here to illuminate and to be that alarm clock that your biological or your essence has afforded yourself to do for yourself in this incarnation, and you are beyond the scopes of what you have been told in this essence of expression. Like I said, I know a lot of people that are moving from doctrines that's been written on the wall and different things of that nature. But I encourage you, right? I encourage you to really truly begin to recognize where those doctrines were created and in the vibrational essence of the creation of those doctrines, and that can more tell you, um, you know, where it is vibrationally when it's being brought to you for consideration, okay, or for acceptance, okay. Everything that was written on the wall doesn't necessarily mean that it was suitable for what is actually transpiring right now in the essence of the vibrational ascension of this plane. And a lot of times when people talk about this stuff that's written on the wall and what the Sumerians did showing the aliens and different things of that nature, and I get all of that, but that's no new revelation. We have to begin to understand, when was this stuff, what vibrational essence was this stuff expressed in? Yes, I am here to evolve. I am a true light here to do my deeper mission. Absolutely. And it's not ego based. And a lot of times I don't want that to be a discouraging to people, to light workers, and thinking, because in truth be told, you can just be. You don't necessarily have to be out here, expressing yourself. But my thing of it is that the false light is expressing themselves. So when I see the false light expressing themselves and they're capitalizing off of that expression, how is it that you can say that those that are of light, that is expressing in the purity of themselves, is moving through ego, right? So that's a red flag for me. Because just so, why don't you stop too? Stop your expression, right? If you want if the light workers is moving through ego, then what are you? If you recognize light workers moving through ego, then what are you? Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing in terms of why you are it moving, moving how you are moving through your creation mode, right? Your creation mode is for monetary gain, for material expression. Many light workers that are really true are not getting paid to do this. Okay, so how are we moving into the ego? Yes, there is an essence of having a balance in your ego, because the ego is there. It'll rock with you either way. You know what I'm saying? It'll rock with you to the left, or it'll rock with you to the right. It depends on where it is that you want to vibrate and how you want to express your energy. And if the ego is not willing to ascend with you, it too will fade into black, right? So but the ego wants to survive. So it's going to, kind of somewhat follow suit to the truth of you, because you are ultimately the power. The ego was created for this realm so that the shadow self so it could be protected, so the ego could protect itself of the shadow self, right? It's the middle ground, okay? But as I've said, light workers and false light, because false light is still light, right? It's still light, okay? I got to get inside. How can one monetize sacred energy when it's free? Same question I've asked before. Yes, because if there are those that, for it's the same thing that I'm saying now they're out there saying that those that are there to move into their sacred essence of expression is moving through their ego, right? So the if I can, so if me as a false light representative can get people to think that light workers or anybody that's working in their sacred essence of expression is moving through ego, that stagnates the process of those that are truly ascending, right? To give me more time to capitalize off of their delayed ascension. Because remember, this essence of expression in this density is for solely consumption. It's to consume, right? Right, exactly. We don't operate that way, sis. That's how we know that we are moving into the purest essence of our true divinity, because we are not here to capitalize off of something that we have chosen in this now moment to express. Right, we're not here to do that. Um, that's why I'm not a slave to the light. We're not a slave to anything. Exactly. We're not the slave to either to the light or the darkness, because we understand that they're both one and the same. They're married to each other. We're not partial to one essence or the next, because we know who we are. That's why I say it. I'm not spiritual, I'm not religion, I'm not new age. Those are titles, those are labels, those are things to hold you to certain ideologies, right? I am consciousness that is choosing to express energy in a specific vibrational vortex. I can express from any vibrational vortex, whether it's the light, whether one will call it the light or whether one would call it the darkness. I'm not partial, right, to any essence of how I want to express my consciousness. Okay, that is a true free beings when you take out the labels. I'm not bound by ego, right? I'm not bound by religion. I'm not bound by New Age. I'm not bound by any of these doctrines that has been written on the wall. I'm not bound by Sanskrit. I'm not bound by everything that has been placed into this essence to keep you tethered to this relative reality energetically. Energetically. Okay. I'm not bound by any of those things. Okay. So when we begin to understand the true essence of the freedom to which we truly are, you begin to recognize where the false light really is and who are expressing from the false light and why they're expressing from the false light. It is beneficial to keep you asleep, because this is the essence, or this is the vortex of consumption. They can consume your energy, whether it's monetarily for into capitalization, or energetically in terms of you expressing from a dense or a dense essence of expression. Okay, and we call a cap a cap. I can see it I can see it a mile away. But my thing of it is I got to get inside. But I just want you guys to really understand that the false light is still light, right? And it's just vibrating at a different essence of expression. And I don't, we are not here. I'm definitely not ego driven, but I know that people might, think that, you're moving from your ego and different things of that nature. And no, if you are moving from the essence of the purity of you, especially if you're not bound by any labels, continue to do your thing, because there is purpose for your space and your place. There are divine beings that has programmed you to come in to be an alarm to wake them up. They're coded by the frequency that you house to unlock the combination to their awakening. So please do not allow anybody to tell you that you're moving through your ego in terms of what it is that you're doing in this now moment. I got to get inside, y'all. Shit. I got to get inside. But I just wanted to be that beacon of light and that inspiration for you guys to really know that, I'm that chick. I'm that girl. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to really know that this is not for real true energetic beings. Okay, and I'm even going to take the light work out. I'm going to say for real true energetic beings that is here to energetically transmute the density of how this vortex is being expressed. We're not ego driven, and we're not here to consume. right? We are here to transmute. We're not here to consume. So the oppositional side is here to consume, not to transmute, but to consume, right? Those that are coded, we're here to transmute. The labelings, in terms of the light workers and different things of that nature, those are that's another essence of construct, right? But that's a familiar one, and it has good intention. So I use it and facilitate it, right? But you have the energies that are here to consume, and then you have the energies that are here to transmute. We are here to transmute and to send out beacons of light that is going to stimulate and awaken, right? Now, they give us labels as light workers and different things of that nature. I'm okay with that. I'll rock with that. But the true peeling back the label, peeling back the layers of that, we are here to transmute. And then you have those that are here to consume. Okay? That is the stark difference. Are you here to transmute the density, or are you here to facilitate the density to consume the energy? Okay? So keep that in mind in terms of, how this is and everything, because I am going to defend those who are here, right, to transmute. We are not moving through our ego. Okay? That's definitely not the case. And for those that are here to consume, because they're talking about free will and all this other kind of stuff, those are constructs of this dimension, right? Right? But I am not bound to it. Okay. Now, for those of you guys that are bound to it, because I am the power, I am a free being. I move in my all essence, right? My all essence, right? I'm Superman, right? I'm in Metropolis, with my suit and tie. But don't let the suit fool you, okay? Don't let the suit fool you, because I am that Superman, right? Because I know the true essence of who I am in the power that is vested in me, and I am not bound by any labels, right? So if you move in the essence of that power and you know that, right, you are not moving through your ego. I love you guys. I got to get inside. And if you guys want to, what's up, Mr. Overhead? Hey, baby. If you guys want to, want me to elaborate on this is just coming, free willy, you know what I'm saying? So, this is free willy. But I'll do my best to elaborate on it, because, the energies is here now for me to express from. I don't know what's going to be like 5 minutes from now or 10 minutes from now, whatever. But if you guys want me to kind of further elaborate on it, I will definitely do my best to do so. But please do. All right, I will then. All right, y'all. I got to get inside. I love you guys immensely. I shall talk with you guys later. Have an amazing day. And I should talk to you guys later. All right. I love you guys. Later.